What's up? This your girl Bomb Beauty coming at you with another video. I want to bring you guys a video of how I prepared my home and my family for me and my husband's upcoming cruise trip. I honestly felt like my children were one of the things I really had to prepare. So let's just start off by saying that my mother was so gracious to come to my home and watch my children there. She stayed there from a Friday morning through a Thursday morning for us. Now, my mom is a professional house cleaner, which is so ironic because I usually don't have to do much. Whenever she comes over, she's always trying to pick up something here and there. And we try to tell her to just relax, so it's a little frustrating, but hey, what works for her works for her. So about 6 to 8 weeks before our trip, I started cleaning and decluttering. I'll post another video in the description box that I use to clean my home on a weekly basis. But before we went out of town, I started to deep clean and declutter. That way the home just felt light and airy, and when we came back, hopefully the home would still be in a semi-cleaning state and I wouldn't have to deep clean as soon as I came back home from vacation. Also around the 6-week mark, I decided to start making notes for my children. I made them a list of things that they're able to do when they're not on the TV or the tablet. I also made them a bedtime routine list, a list for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, as well as a list of what temperature they need to put on the air fryer and the times that go with that with certain foods. Now, I double brought groceries. Most of the foods that I brought were going into our deep freezer. I also freeze things like bread, so I made sure to buy extra loaves of bread. That way they're able to make things that are non-perishable, like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I brought the TV dinners that I knew my children liked. They liked the Macalina's chicken and Alfredo, as well as the macaroni and cheese, so I filled the deep freezer up with that. They also like Tyson's chicken nuggets, and they also like fries, so I made sure I brought them a 5-pound bag of french fries. I also made sure I brought them healthier things that my mom would need to assist them in making. For example, I brought them bags of frozen fruit. That way my mom can make them fruit smoothies with the blender. And it's hot in our state right now, and we tend to eat a lot of ice cream, so I made sure that I brought them a big thing of ice cream. That way that they can just have ice cream out on the patio or what have you. Now, leading up to our vacation, I definitely had conversations with my children, just how they need to be watching out for each other. And I even gave them ideas about their grandmother taking them to the park or taking them out to get ice cream. And just little conversations here and there so that they have an awareness when their parents aren't home. I brought them a few new kitchen appliances to use. This was one that I brought for them during Prime Day. I've had my eye on this all year, and it's an upright waffle maker. Now, my son is fine with using the stove, but we don't let him do that unless one of his parents are home. And so I decided to get this upright waffle maker. That way all he has to do is whip up his waffle mix and pour it right in, pop it open, and it's good to go. So that was something that he could make for him and his sisters. I once again made sure I stocked up on non-perishable foods like cereal, chips, Cheez-Its, and just things that I knew that my kids would eat and enjoy while we were not home. Other things that I also stocked up on that have nothing to do with food, I made sure I brought double pull-ups for my daughter, as well as wipes. The kids had enough toothpaste and body wash. Things that can take some stress off my mom, like bath bombs. That way they can spend a little bit of extra time in the bathtub. And I even went ahead and brought them a whole basket full of items. Now, these are literally things that I just grabbed out of Walmart, as well as the Dollar Tree. I wrote my kids a nice little letter. I filled the laundry basket up of goodies, and I told my mom to give this basket to them on the second day of our departure. That way, if they were feeling some type of way, they would have something to take their minds off things. Now, last but not least, I decided to get my mother a credit card with her name on it. That way, if she needed access to some emergency funds, she will be able to do so with the credit card. We got her a credit card through Capital One, and with Capital One, you're able to actually set a limit that it will decline if that person tries to go over that set amount. So I just thought this was the icing on the cake. My children already had clothes. I laid out all their outfits for the 6 days we were going to be gone, and a few extra, as well as pajamas and socks for my younger two. And I gave my mom a list of places that she's able to take the children just to have some free fun. They can go walking on the metro trails. They can go to the park that's right down the street. They can go to the splash pad that's in another city that's close by. That way their mind can stay busy while their parents are taking some time for themselves. And also, I forgot to let you guys know that I did write out a letter and I dated and signed it, and I probably should have got it notarized, but it just stated that my mother has temporary guardianship over my children and she's able to make decisions for them in case of a medical emergency. That is all. That is it. Do you have any tips for me? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This is your girl Bomb Beauty, and I'm out. Peace.